Welcome back. So, what do employees want from their careers? That's the question of a new study done by an Indiana-based firm who seeks an answer. On tonight's Unfiltered, I speak with an Indiana-based doctor who authored that new study, and he tells us what he found. Dr. Wiley, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you taking some time. I'm fascinated by this study. So walk me through the process, where it started, why you decided to do it, and what can folks gain from it?
Right. I started this program of research back in the mid-1980s. I was simply wanting to understand what employees most wanted from their employers. And as it turned out, there are 7 things that they most want. They want to be recognized for their contributions to do work that's interesting. They want job security, fair pay, educational opportunities, great working conditions, and to be told the truth about where their organization is headed and how well they're doing. And so what I found as I've monitored these trends over time is that since the pandemic, there have been some seismic shifts in what employees most want. For example, pay has always been important, but it has skyrocketed up to 35% of employees say that by far the most important thing they want is fair pay. Likewise, the percent of employees who want positive working conditions has doubled. On the other hand, there's been an offset, and that is fewer employees are indicating that job security is the most important thing they want. And of course, the ability of an organization to provide what employees most want is going to dramatically impact their ability to attract and retain the talent they need in order to be successful.
People are going to watch this and they're going to say, well, employees have wanted certain things, better pay, better working conditions for quite some time. But I don't think there's ever been a time where they've made a statement quite like they have right now. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. I mean, right now, there are 2 attributes of organizations, fair pay and positive working conditions, that represent 60% of what employees say are the most important things they want from their employer. And so when it comes to positive working conditions, this really represents a shift. I mean, no one would argue with the importance of positive working conditions, but employees are defining it differently now than they did before. In the past, it would primarily have been, safe and secure physical working conditions that were generally supportive and attractive and nice. But it goes well beyond that now. People are wanting flexibility in where they work, the hours that they work. They expect their organizations to be making a contribution to their employee well-being with wellness programs. They're also interested in working in organizations that support work-life balance and have a greater support for inclusiveness and diversity. And finally, I would say that a big part of this as well is that employees need the tools and equipment that are necessary to get the job done. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of it is about stress reduction. Stress is simply that condition where the demands outstrip the available resources, and organizations that aren't investing in positive working conditions that support employees aren't going to be able to retain them in this kind of environment where there's so much competition for talent.
During your research and what you've been able to, I guess, attain from this is, are organizations listening? In your opinion, are they moving in the right direction? And also, what would be your message to some companies out there? Right. Oh, and one more yes. Question. I lied to you, so it'll be 3-pronged. Will these companies get more production if employees get what they're asking?
Right. Well, I'll answer the last question first. We actually have about 25 to 30 years of research that really shows that when organizations deliver what employees really want, they reap the benefits. Customers are more satisfied with product and service. The financial returns are greater. The employment costs are lower because they're not replacing as many employees who leave as a result of disappointment with the organization. I do think organizations, employers are getting the message because it is a red hot marketplace for talent right now. And any organization that's competing for talent would be well aware of the importance of providing competitive compensation, providing the kinds of working conditions that employees want. They have to get a lot more creative in some cases with the benefits they offer, especially if they're going after the knowledge workers. These people have options. And right now, they're in the catbird seat as far as that dynamic is concerned between employee and employer.
It's a fascinating piece of work. Dr. Wiley, thank you for joining us. Where can folks learn more?
Yes, they can learn more at employeecentricity.com, and I'd be delighted if they did.
Fantastic. Dr. Wiley, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.